are driving and all of a sudden you realize your brake has failed you. What do you do? Now, if your speed is very low, you can just pull up the handbrake and you are good to go. However, if your speed is very high, you don't go to the handbrake immediately. The handbrake is meant to be used when you park your car, or maybe the car is moving at a slow pace. It is not meant to be used when the car is moving very fast. So if you pull it up at once, you are likely to cause the car to spin or even somersault on the road. So you have to find a way to slow the car down first before you engage the parking brake. So how do you get the car to slow down? If you are driving a manual car, you downshift, meaning that you move from a higher gear to a lower gear in a quick succession. So from fifth gear, you go to fourth, fourth, you go to third, third, second, then second, first. By the time you get to first gear, the speed would have drastically reduced, and then you pull up your handbrake to stop the car. If you are driving an automatic car, automatic cars have lower gears. Some you see 2 and 1, 2 and L. Some you also see, for the Toyota Vitz like this, you see S and B. The B is engine braking. Now, the moment you shift to engine braking, the speed is drastically reduced, and then you use your parking brake to stop the car. For the other lower gears, 2 and 1, they drastically slow down the car, and then you can, apply your handbrake, and then the car eventually stops. So these are solutions that you can use. Another solution you can also use is pumping your brakes. Now, the pumping of your brakes, you don't waste too much time with it. You press it continuously about 3-4 times, and hopefully it will take effect. It's almost like you are using your remote and you press the button and you realize it's not working, then you keep pressing with the hopes that it eventually works. Now, the kick here is that if your braking system is still intact, it would work. However, if there's a leakage in the system, it will not work. So what happens is when you apply the brakes, it basically pushes brake fluid, which generates hydraulic pressure, which causes your brakes to work. So your brakes need, pressure in the hydraulic system to be able to take effect. So if, let's say, there's a leakage, it's almost like you have a hole in the balloon and you are pumping air into it. The more air you pump into it, the faster it even leaks. So it's the same thing with your braking system. If there's a leakage and you are pumping the brakes, just know that the pressure is still escaping. So if you do it 3-4 times and it doesn't work, forget about it. But in most cases, if your system is still intact, it would work. If you are driving on a rough road, then it means that all you have to do is just stop accelerating and target areas that your tires find difficulty turning. So target very, very bumpy areas or areas with a lot of loose sand. The tires find difficulty rolling through such areas. And then areas with a lot of gravels or a landscape that is, inclined upwards. If the car tries